Welcome to Conference Connections, where we discuss the latest K-20 trends with thought leaders across the industry. In this episode, we chat with Chris Burns from Incident IQ at TCEA 2023. The topic of this discussion is K-12 technology organization, management, and integration. Enjoy Conference Connections, powered by EdCircuit.
Hey everybody, I'm Dan Cavalli with EdCircuit. Sitting here today with Chris Burns with Incident IQ at TCEA in San Antonio. So Chris, welcome. How are you?
Dan, thank you.
Awesome, fantastic. So tell us a little bit about Incident IQ.
So Incident IQ is a K-12 workflow management platform built from the ground up for schools, from a lot of school professionals, to help IT teams, technology teams, as well as facilities organizations and a lot of different various teams and districts better organize the workflows and their assets into one system and one umbrella, so all of your users can sort of organize some of the chaos that exists around technology and around managing the physical spaces at districts, to kind of get it all under one roof so everyone's speaking the same language, whether it's a Chromebook or a leaky water fountain. It all kind of is all flowing through one experience. You can kind of focus on what matters in education students and less manual operations around some of the daily due diligences around IT.
Right, great. So what are the components that make up Incident IQ today?
So today we have, as of last week, we had 4 primary products, and we just launched our 5th this week.
Great.
So we break down into really 4 main areas of technology, facilities, HR, and events, which is kind of a more floating nebulous one that we have.
And events is the new one.
Events is the new one that we just launched on Monday of this week. So we have technology teams manage kind of their Chromebooks and their iPads and help. If the student breaks it by accident or something like that, we help service that and make that a pain-free and easy process. We do the same things on the facilities and maintenance side, keep those assets up so they can keep buildings running with high-quality HVAC systems, and if there's preventative maintenance needs, we keep that smoothing, as well as HR department onboarding and offboarding different employees. So when they need to get their laptop at the right time, we make sure all that's orchestrated and done in a very seamless way to take a lot of the manual load off that's there, a lot of paper pushing that's there today. And then now with events, all these facilities and all these spaces that you might be letting your community use, or you might be letting some of your faculty share for kind of to gain extra experience and extra value from your facilities, we help kind of organize that chaos so everyone's in the loop, principals are signing off, so there's no duplicate bookings, and if there's any services that are needed, like setting up chairs or any setting up projectors or Wi-Fi or anything like that, that can all be taken care of automatically, and so there's no extra lift to kind of add that extra educational service.
So a lot of times at EdTech shows, it's always about the student, how are you improving student data, student improvement, but you really take the entire district into thought with the creation of Incident IQ and your new events program. So you talked a lot about the district, the cabinet, the teachers, and that village that it takes to communicate across the board.
That's exactly right.
You guys, that is truly your mission that you're driven.
Right. The ultimate mission is to help these districts educate students more effectively and efficiently. And so that what we've done is, we help those teams that have their specificity and needs, whether it's the facility side or the technology side or what else. We help them stop the manual focus that's a distraction, frankly, from all of the educational services. So all of the teachers, that technology is a powerful thing to help kids learn and help teachers effectively communicate that learning. And so we kind of take the burden off of the manual nature and the stress that is endured from some of when that doesn't always work perfectly. And so we kind of make that a little bit easier on their lives so they can get back to what they do best and helping educate communities and children.
Yep, that's wonderful. So what does an implementation of Incident IQ look like from your perspective into the district? Is it a platform? Is it a system? Is it integrate?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we're a pure SaaS product. So from an implementation perspective, we start out by talking to all of your traditional education services that are already implemented at your district. So such as your SIS for your student information, your MDM that might be storing, kind of managing all of your Chromebooks or all of your iPads, whatever system it is. So we integrate with the top players in those spaces so that we can pull in automatically everything that's in all those other systems into one stop. So again, you don't have to bounce between systems to kind of get some of that work done. And we have a dedicated K-12 focused, some of that staff is actually former educators and former district faculty members that have come onto our team to kind of help onboard and provide that out of the box. So every customer gets a dedicated onboarding experience and a dedicated sort of one-on-one setup to kind of help with that, to make that implementation much, much more seamless.
Interested in sharing your voice with the K-20 and EdTech community? EdCircuit empowers thought leaders across education to share their voices with their audience. Visit edcircuit.com to learn more.
That's great. So, I mean, there's no secret the research that's behind that type of technology need in the school district is far and wide and in between. You've done a great job, it sounds like, getting some employees and advisors to help you with the product being built, right? Does that have a positive impact when you start talking to districts about the solution, that you have ex-district leadership part of your team?
Absolutely, and it helps them not only feel more comfortable that they're getting kind of their problems are specifically being heard, but it helps us better understand and kind of speak the same language that they're speaking, so that their problems not only resonate with us, but from a product building perspective, we're all kind of after the same mission at the same time. So it helps ease some of their concerns that this is just another enterprise provider, versus our side being able to make sure we're understanding the problems that they're saying effectively to provide effective solutions and not just something that is feature rich but they wouldn't use.
Got it. So give me 2 or 3 differentiators of your solution against what else might be out there today. It doesn't sound like anything that's as robust as your solution, but you're going to have competition that's out there. What differentiates?
Absolutely. So our differentiator primarily, and it depends on what specific market or specific space you're talking about, even inside of K-12. But I think our primary differentiator is that we are K-12 100% focused and have absolutely zero intention of changing that. Okay. And so a lot of other providers, while they have a lot of K-12 specific solutions, the entire mission is not K-12 focused. So they miss out on some of the finer details of the challenges that take place within K-12. The second is that we do everything under one umbrella. So many of the other providers in the space do either 1, 2, or a few things that we do, but they don't do everything under one umbrella, or if they do, it's multiple disjointed systems that have to provide multiple logins, so it's not always as easy as it might present itself on the surface the way we can do it. And then thirdly, I'd say a lot of our engineering effort has been heavily focused on making it flexible for K-12. So being able to, we know every district has similar problems, but how you execute and solve those problems is a little bit different and nuanced based on the size of your district, the complexity of your school, the maturity level of some of your technologies. And so we help build out those we use that flexibility to help build out custom experiences with you through automation and a lot of reducing some of that manual labor. So I would say those are probably 3 of the top differentiators that we offer in the space.
Okay. How long does an implementation of IQ take to fully embed into a school system?
That's a great question. So depending on what you go with, so if you kind of go with what we call a grand slam of everything, then
why wouldn't you do anything other than a grand slam, right?
So
that's awesome.
I think that can take, depending on the size of your district, anywhere from just a few weeks to at most just maybe a couple months, depending on if you really have some complicated back-end systems that we need to either do custom integrations with, so it depends in that regard, but I would say never more than just a month or so, and never really fewer than just a week or 2. So within a couple weeks, you can be up and running and kind of deployed fully.
Right. What about professional development training, right? Seasoned teachers, new teachers, parents especially, and administrators, how do they get an understanding of the solution and how to use it? Is it seamless? Everybody says things are seamless, but is it really seamless?
Oh, it's seamless.
Of course.
So we offer asynchronous and synchronous methods to be able to sort of help teachers and help the users, if you will, of these systems. So the synchronous method is that we have, as part of that onboarding, that training, we offer sort of education services for those teams. So it can be a little train-the-trainer model. So we help educate your technology coordinators and the folks that are actually on the ground at the schools training teachers appropriately so they can train them on our product. And then we have asynchronous methods within our product itself using community. So community.incidentiq.com is a community where not only the users, the admins, the administrators of our system can go, but anyone can go and sort of log in and see learning materials, and so you can go to learn.incidentiq from there as our help page. And teachers themselves can see teacher-focused or faculty-focused, student-focused walkthroughs of how to submit a technology request or how to properly associate an asset and things like that. So you can track all of that. It's focused for them. It's not kind of one size fits all because we understand everyone's hat's a little bit different sometimes.
Great. All right. So new product is events. This is Incident IQ. From the events perspective, what type of events are you talking about? Is it everything from your high school football games to?
It's whatever you want to. Event is almost intentionally a suitcase term, if you will,
sure.
So that if it's someone like the Boy Scouts of America, they want to host a Pinewood Derby inside your gymnasium, or if it's a local theater group that wants to use the auditorium that you have, or if it's someone internal, you want to host a chess club or after school SAT prep, anything in between, you can help not only coordinate the details of that where they can sort of ask permission to use that space, but you can take that and associate it to the appropriate approvers, automatically dictate work around it. So there's lots of flexibility. So any event can really be associated all in one system. It doesn't really matter what the nature of the event is. Presumably there are some events you don't want to host at a school function, and we have the ability to sort of thwart those, but there's no reason that anything can't be done there.
Awesome. So events, anything from Friday Night Lights to the chess club to a STEAM competition, right?
Yeah.
You want to be more organized, reach out to Incident IQ, get their full bed of products.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, Chris, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Dan, it was a pleasure. Thank you for talking.
Take care.
This episode of Conference Connections was powered by EdCircuit. EdCircuit's mission is to share guidance and expertise in facilitating the appropriate use of digital technology in education. Through our weekly articles, podcasts, and video series, we give a voice to members of the K-20 and EdTech communities. To learn more about our mission and various content, visit edcircuit.com and subscribe to be up to date on the latest thought leadership in the educational industry. For more information, follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube.